let's make a Scotch Woodcock. Here goes. So we are going to be making Scotch Woodcock from the recipe of this book, Joy of Cooking. And we'll try to find the recipe and at least a link to it and put it down below. So Scotch Woodcock. It is going to be 4 slices of thickly sliced bread, spread with an anchovy butter. I'm gonna go light on the anchovies. You smear the anchovy butter on the bread, toast that, then you ladle cream sauce on top of it. Great, so cream sauce. 4 egg yolks, 2/3 cup half and half, or heavy cream. I'm gonna use heavy cream. Because salt, pepper, 2 tablespoons of parsley, 2 tablespoons of cold butter, and ground red pepper to taste. And that's it. That's the recipe. Let's do this. I've got our bread. All right, so I'm making anchovy butter. I've got 3 tablespoons of butter that is softened. I'm putting 2 anchovies in there. I'm gonna put a squeeze of lime in here. And then we're gonna mix that up. Oh, salt and pepper. I'm just gonna give a little pinch of both. Oh, but anchovies are really salty. Shouldn't have done the salt. Now I guess I just have to commit. This is the second dish that I've attempted on the camera, and I've never made it before, so this is me just learning. All right, so I'm going to butter the bread and then pop it in the toaster. All right, so I've got 4 egg yolks in there and my 2 egg whites filleted. So I've got 2 tablespoons of butter, some parsley, crushed red pepper to taste, so however you want to jazz that up, 2/3 cups of heavy cream, and 4 egg yolks. Okay, so over low heat, I'm going to add all of the 4 egg yolks, the parsley, the 2/3 cup of heavy cream, salt and pepper to taste, but since I already added like way too much salt for the anchovy butter, I'm gonna leave the salt out. Okay, and now I just keep stirring this for about 10 minutes. And apparently I'm not supposed to let it boil in it or simmer in any way because it'll turn into scrambled eggs and not resemble a cheese sauce like it's supposed to. All right, so you're supposed to keep stirring until you see the bottom starting to thicken. I think like that. And then you continue to stir vigorously until the whole sauce is more, like I said, like a cheese sauce. So, actually, this is so hard when you've never made something before and you don't know when to stop cooking something. I don't know if it's about to become scrambled eggs or if it's like, no, it needs just a little bit longer. But I'm gonna err on the conservative side and call it done. All right, so you add your 2 tablespoons of cold butter, and then a little bit more crushed red pepper, because one thing I've learned about all of these Joy of Cooking recipes is that they do use a lot of butter, and I like butter, but sometimes I think, I'm not exercising, I'm not going to the gym. Should I use so much butter? And the answer is yes. Yes, you should use that much butter, regardless of gym or not. All right, I've got our toasted anchovy butter bread here, and then I'm gonna ladle over cheese sauce. I keep calling it that because it's supposed to resemble cheese sauce, but has no cheese in it. Lots of butter, no cheese. Alright, that's Scotch Woodcock. So that's what we're having for lunch. And we're gonna have lunch now, and I think Connor's outside grinding. He's working on a Morris Minor remodel at the moment, which basically looks like a British version of a bug, like a VW bug. Anyway, it's really cute. I'm sure we'll do a video at that point. I don't know if you can hear him in the background, but I'm gonna go grab him. We'll have lunch, and yeah, thanks for sticking with me while we make a second dish from the joy of cooking. We had lunch. Connor and I ate the Scotch Woodcock. We were talking and wondered where the name came from. Like, it has there was no chicken in it. Like, you would think, you know, a woodcock, rooster, something like that. Nor did it have any like Scotch bonnets, any peppers like that. So I looked it up to see where the name came from. You know, a little bit of history. Thought I'd throw that in there. But when I looked at the pictures from, say, food.com or Jamie Oliver or anything like that, I learned that Scotch Woodcock is a Victorian dish, usually served at the end of a meal, like a 5-course meal. So you could have the Scotch Woodcock instead of, say, cheese or dessert. But the pictures is what got me, because they were basically like scrambled eggs. Like a lightly scrambled egg on top of toast. Now, I went back to the recipe to make sure I didn't bungle this. And it says, at this point, begin to stir quite briskly and cook until smooth. Like a cheese sauce. 3 to 5 minutes more. Do not let it come near the simmer or it will turn into scrambled eggs. So I'm very confused. Maybe this is like an American version of Scotch Woodcock. Who knows? But yeah, so that's what I learned. We basically had toast with anchovy butter and a Hollandaise sauce on top. And then when you go to Jamie Oliver, his is more like like scrambled eggs on anchovy buttered toast. So, you know, it differs apparently. All right, well, anyway, we'll see you next time.